Welcome back to the Back Row Podcast. I'm Jake Rose here with Logan Connor, Jack Titzer, Gavin Falco, Ethan Pringle, and Ian and Wyatt Flowers. This week we're going to be talking about Big Ten basketball for next season, prom weekend, and DC versus Marvel. So let's start with Big Ten basketball.
IU, baby. Next 4 years, we're going to be amazing.
No.
Yes.
Not 4 years.
At minimum 4 years.
Dude,
we're going to be so good.
Who'd you think was going to be gone?
Get the next 4 years?
Because first we got Mike Woodson, GOAT. And then we got the 5-star recruits. Oh,
Can you name any of them?
Mike Renault. Not Mike. It's
Mike.
No, Mike. I think
just
we'll
Mike.
be good
It's Malik
year.
Renault.
We'll be
isn't
good
it?
maybe for 2
I would
years.
agree with Jack.
Two
I think
seasons,
next
maybe.
year is looking promising if Trace comes back.
Yes.
But the next 4 years is a stretch, I would say. I mean, and if Woodson can keep getting recruits, maybe, but
Yeah.
I'd say our 5 stars will be gone after one season if they have a really good season.
That's pretty impressive,
So,
though, for Woodson's first year there. He lands that many 5 recruits, so I'll give them that.
I saw.
I would agree.
More 5
I
stars
mean,
than Purdue's had in
I-
the last 10 years.
That's what I saw.
I definitely
Purdue's had one.
was not expecting us to have the top class for the Big Ten next year, but here we're sitting.
Especially in
here.
his second year, that's ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Dude,
and if they keep breaking in like recruits like in Gabe's Cups class that are solid, then I could see us being good for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
if we can continue.
He needs to develop them, too.
Yeah.
Agreed.
He's good at what he
But
does.
I also
like-
think with the new NIL stuff, I guess it's not new now, but with all the NIL now, I feel like you're going to see a lot more
Yeah.
good college basketball players staying to
Yeah.
continue to develop and make. I mean, obviously not as much money, but close to the same amount of money
I
they'd
think
be
the
making.
dude
in
from
the
Kentucky
NBA.
came back and he's making $2 million.
Yeah.
off
Yeah,
of NIL.
Oscar Schwebe.
Yeah.
Like, he's a dog. He just won Naismith Player of the Year, and he's making probably what you said, $2 mil,
Yeah, I think
so
it's
7 figures
Is he
as a
coming
college
back?
basketball player, which is nuts.
He's coming back.
Yeah.
He would have been a first round pick. You think?
No.
Not a first round.
They were projecting him a late second, even undrafted.
Which is what they're projecting Trace, which is why I think he'll come back.
Yeah, I think
If Trace comes back, that's promising for IU.
I just don't think he gets drafted.
I think Trace will come back because
That's
he's
why
just
he was-
not good enough.
He
That's
doesn't
why he was
have
smart.
you
That's not
can't have an
really-
outside, or you can't not have an outside shot and be successful in the NBA.
Yeah. Especially with his height, he's not big enough to be a true.
Plumlee, who always finds a way to be on the NBA.
If he develops like a 15-footer, then I think he'll be fine. But
He's just not big enough to play a true center.
No. He needs to be like a stretch 4, and he can't do that.
He has no right hand either.
Yeah, it's horrible.
He's
But
he's
Hey,
a
his
great
right
player.
hand was pretty good.
his spin is
It was
so
all right.
fast. If he gets that like left or right shoulder on you, it's over.
He's strong.
His defense is
Like,
amazing.
He's got the potential to be really, really good.
He's a left-hander.
He already is really, really good, but I just think he's a
He's
good.
good for college.
I think he'll be
He's
good in
not good for
college.
NBA.
I don't think he'll ever be a good NBA player.
I think he'll be an average NBA player. I don't think he'll be.
He's not going to be a star.
I think he can be an all-star. I think he has potential to be an all-star.
I'm not a hater on
He
him.
could be he could be like a defensive player more,
Yeah.
I don't think he will be either.
But he's not going to be like your shooter or a guy that gets a lot of points.
No, he's not.
He's-
He's not a scorer.
He's
Not
not a.
NBA.
No.
he'll be an off the bench 4 or 5 his entire career if he makes it to the NBA.
I think he'll get drafted
I do too.
just because
Yeah.
how
I mean, the
dominant he
NBA
is.
has developed into a. I mean, you have to have an outside shot to be successful.
Exactly.
In the NBA, no matter
It's
what
just
position
such
you're
a
in. Unless you're like a
scoring
Joel
game.
Embiid or Nikola Jokic type player, and he's just not that big.
No, he's not.
Simmons.
He's just not. I mean, he's not even a 7-footer considered. Like, he's only 6'9".
And it's not like he's
He's
a.
undersized.
And that's
Yeah, he's
that's
not
that
burly either.
that's a generous 6'9" too.
Yeah, because and especially like you saw in the big games against guys like Zach Edey, like
He
if a
struggled.
guy is bigger than him, he would struggle
Even
against him.
Travion Williams, he struggled a bit.
Yeah, if he doesn't outsize them, then he struggles against them. So
He is quicker than most bigs he plays against though.
I would
give him that
agree.
much.
Yeah, he's
Smaller than him,
faster,
that's
but
why.
Even the guys that are the same size as him, he's quicker than them. For a guy that's 6'9", he's pretty
You
quick.
can-
He's got.
You can get away being 6'9" in college basketball at being center, especially if you have like speed and stuff. But it's just not
Definitely.
going to happen in the NBA.
no, I mean,
And then the Big Ten tournament got moved out of Indiana, or basketball tournament got moved out of Indiana until 2026, I think.
yeah, they
I
moved
think
it
it's
to
pretty
Minneapolis.
stupid. Is it going to be there the whole time, where they rotate between Chicago?
I
I
don't
think
know.
they're rotating still. I don't remember. Is it confirmed that Indy got moved off the list?
It's
or
not. I don't think it's off
No,
the
we're still
list.
on the
I think
list.
it's a rotation between like us, Chicago, and Minneapolis.
all right, that makes more sense.
Should
then.
always
That's
be
a
Indy.
terrible idea. Put it down.
I think it's a little unfair for it to be in Indy just because we have 2 teams in
Yeah,
the Big Ten,
that's
and I just
why.
think it's unfair for it to stay here. But I mean,
I would-
I'm not complaining.
I would agree that Indy and Chicago are the best 2 locations
Yeah.
because they're probably the most centralized of all the cities, like by the Big Ten. So moving it up north to Minneapolis, where teams like Rutgers and Maryland on the East Coast have
even
to.
Penn State.
Yeah, those guys all the way out there have to come, like, pay more money to fly into Minnesota. It just doesn't make a lot of sense.
We're the crossroads of America. You know, I just feel like it makes sense.
Yeah,
We already hold like
and
parts of the the big tournament.
Big Ten football is here. I think it's the Big Ten championship for football is
Big
here
Ten.
every year.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
is.
Indiana is
something
represented
like
from the NCAA.
Yeah.
It's not in the
Well, I mean,
NFL.
we're the head.
well, I mean,
the
it helps that
headquarters.
the headquarters of the NCAA are here, but I mean, the Big Ten in general, I think, does support the city a lot.
that. I mean,
So
we have good venues. I mean, we have plenty of places to play.
yeah,
If you read like online, like this is not us like hometown bias or anything, but like people say it's one of the best cities to come to. Like people that travel from out of town, like even the college football championship game, all the Georgia and Alabama fans said it's one of the best cities they've ever been to.
I mean, Lucas Oil is one of the nicest stadiums in the entire.
One of the newest too.
Yeah.
Like the new Gainbridge
It's
Stadium.
no,
here.
it's not one of the newest anymore.
2009?
Everything about
2008.
Indiana is
No, you
cozy.
gotta think of all the people that have relocated in the NFL now and rebuilt
Yeah.
stadiums.
It's fairly new.
If you're thinking new stadiums, I'm thinking Las Vegas and
the Rams
Los
Stadium.
Angeles.
It's
that
fairly
was
new.
The
burned.
Ram Stadium is literally insane.
Yeah. And then, like, all the renovations they're doing at Gainbridge, I think, like, the facilities here are going to be really nice.
I hate
so.
the new name.
No.
I wish it was still.
I like Gainbridge.
I don't
Cambridge
like
is
Cambridge.
super
It's
nice.
it's all right.
They're still renovating. Like they're
Yeah,
adding an
they're
entire
not-
section to
they're
it.
not done
Gainbridge
yet.
is taking over. It took over the Indy 500 as the main sponsor of IndyCar now, and you know it's kind of just been a big company. And I
What
like it.
What
After-
even is Cambridge, like the company?
I think it's like
They're a subsidiary of Banker's Life, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
But like when the March Madness was here last year, like I mean we had Lucas Oil, we had Gainbridge, and then we had Mackey Arena and Assembly, and those are all four.
And Hinkle.
And the
Yeah,
Farmer
those are
Hinkle
all-
and the Farmers
yeah,
Coliseum
those are
at the
all
fairgrounds.
Great places.
And all very historic too.
Yeah.
And all relatively in the same place.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
the farthest
I mean,
you
they're
get
all
to
in the
travel
state.
is about just under 2 hours to Purdue. And that's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, Purdue and IU are the farthest you would have to
Yeah.
go, and they only hosted the first round games,
Yeah.
so.
kind of just works out.
What's the next topic?
All right, next topic is prom night tomorrow.
Prom weekend.
Oh,
yeah.
it's
Prom
been
weekend.
tomorrow.
How are the boys feeling?
I'm kind of.
I'm excited.
I'm a little nervous because
I
my
got
tux
work.
is gonna be so hot.
Yeah, I agree with.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be
Dude,
hot tomorrow.
You're gonna get in there, and then within 5 minutes, you're gonna take off the top part.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's gonna be 80
Yeah, you
degrees.
take-
It's supposed to be 80 degrees tomorrow.
once
I
you're
got-
done.
My pants are skin tight. I might bust a hole in them.
Dude, same.
I already busted a hole in one of
My
mine.
butt is popping.
I had I did my senior presentation with those pants. Ripped a giant hole right in the crotch area,
Nice.
and then I had to present with it too because
Uh.
I didn't have any other pants, and I was there. And that's the day you present. If you don't present, you don't pass. So
Yeah,
Are you going to? Are you
Should have
going to
impersonated
Rascals?
Michael Jackson.
I'm not going to Rascals.
I'm not going.
No, I only.
Dude,
I'm not sure a lot
I
of
asked
people
her,
are.
she
I honestly feel like that'd be a lot of fun.
It was.
I
I
don't know
did
about
it.
you
but
guys,
like
but
I have.
I have other
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think
There
it'd be
are so many
fun,
other
but
things to do than go to rap. Like
I just
There.
I did it last year. It was really fun. Like it was cool, and they give you raffle tickets just for being there, and you almost
Yeah.
guaranteed win something. Like I won a $75 gift card for Starbucks, gave it to Maya because I didn't
That's
want
lucky
it.
nice.
And then it was like I also got $75 to Ulta Beauty, gave it to Maya because I didn't want it.
But I mean, like, if prom ends at what 11:30,
Yeah,
and by the time you
Yeah.
get there, it'll be 12:30. I just don't really.
Is anyone
12 to 3 a.m.
Is anyone
Yeah.
going to Kings Island this weekend?
No.
I'm
Wait,
going.
so they're doing both?
I think I'm going next weekend.
Franklin apparently had that plan too. So we
And Indian.
and Indian Creek. So
Oh.
we like
The Creek.
if we went those three like the three
I
schools.
think there's
were all
another
in
one
there once.
too.
Oh, Kings Island.
Franklin's prom is tonight. They don't have to do
Yeah.
school today.
Oh, really?
Really?
Well, because think about it. If
Lucky
your prom starts
ducks,
at
man.
6 and like girls and stuff.
Girls
Yeah,
took like
yeah.
5 hours to get ready.
Last year, like all the senior class and half the junior class were gone getting prepared for it
Yeah.
by before lunch.
My girlfriend's day tomorrow for prom day starts at 7:45. Yeah, she's waking up and like getting her nails done. She gets her hair done
Bro,
and like,
all
and she's
out.
still gonna be cutting it close.
I-
like to make it
Get your nails
pictures.
done.
That's crazy.
How does it take so long?
I don't know, but
It takes us about an hour and a half.
yeah,
That's not that long.
It
An hour
doesn't,
and a
it does
half.
not take me that
30
long to
minutes
get.
to
It,
get up.
it takes me
It
a half
should
an
not
hour
take
to
you
get
an
ready.
hour and
Dude.
a half.
Shower,
Yep.
you like clean yourself
Anybody
up,
got any
get all the
rock?
clothing on, and then pictures and stuff. That's what I was including.
Oh, you're
Oh,
including
you're
pictures?
including
Oh.
pictures.
Including pictures, that's like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
My
I literally
house-
put my stuff on, do my hair in like 3 minutes, and that's all I have to do.
Yeah.
Gotta get that clean shave though.
My house for pictures.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a problem with that.
So here's a question for Ian on the baseball team. We'll probably have practice tomorrow. Are you gonna be at practice tomorrow morning?
Yeah, you have to. Like, it's kind of you gotta do.
Well, I know a lot. I mean, some people
Actually,
wouldn't go
that's-
to practice.
I do
They
know
wouldn't go to
that-
practice
The
just to
morning
get
before
prepared.
prom, like yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
But like
morning after.
I know like they've done it before because they had prom on like a Saturday. I mean on a Friday before I think.
Yeah, they did that last year. They had prom on Friday.
Yeah, if they practice
Yeah, and I
the next
remember
morning,
a bunch
that'd be hard
of
to
people
go
missed
to.
practice.
From what I've heard is that softball had to cancel their game tomorrow.
Well, yeah,
because
'cause
they didn't have enough players
Really?
willing
My
to
brother
play.
was AAU at like 12.
They're not all in. That's what
Well,
I'm saying.
softball had 2 games tomorrow, and like the game ended at like 4:00. I heard.
Yeah.
And like, that-
So yeah,
Girl-
and
girl-
all
girls
those
can't
girls,
get ready in 2
they can't get
hours.
ready that fast. So.
I don't think anybody
Speed
could.
run that ain't happening.
I don't think a guy could get ready that fast. Shower and
I
like,
don't-
get
yeah.
everything cleaned up
Unless
in
you do,
2
like, a
hours.
speed
I feel
shower.
like, I think like a
Jake,
40
where
minute shower.
when are we
yeah.
at? Bigwood's like 4:45,
No, 5.
5. Well, that's
Yeah.
close enough.
I'm gonna
Early is on time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be.
What do you
That's
guys?
crazy.
What are you guys whipping tomorrow from?
My car.
Yeah, just my
my
car.
car.
I was hoping for my
Hey, if you know
grandpa's
someone with a
Porsche,
nice car,
but,
let me
know,
know.
he's been
If Amy's expecting any more than that,
he's been out of
she'll be
town, so
disappointed.
can't drive.
You,
Well,
you get my Bob Ross.
what do you-
fucking-
I'm driving
in
my
there.
my grandpa's Audi.
Nice.
There you go.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I'm driving a new truck.
I know.
Don't
now-
crash.
All right.
I
I
know.
think-
One of my friends is driving a new Corvette. Not new
Nice.
Corvette.
C6.
His grandpa's Corvette.
Yeah,
Really?
I think I should ask Noah for.
I would
Borrow one of his
100%
cars.
thinking about I would think about renting a car.
So
what I
for
said.
prom for
I
me-
thought about it, but like
Definitely
it's
not.
really
It's
expensive.
so expensive, dude.
See, I'm lucky. So my
Isn't it
grandpa,
by the hour?
My grandpa has a
Yeah.
like a 1965 Mustang
Jeez.
fastback
That's nice.
transmission. As long as I learn how to
Is it that blue
Drive
one?
a stick.
drive a stick.
I'll pull up to prom with a
Is that the blue
unicycle.
one?
Yeah, I remember you talking
Sorry,
about
that
that.
seat's only one.
Learn to drive a stick. I'm gonna whip that thing in. It's nice.
That'd be bad.
It's nice.
That'd be awesome.
It's a sweet car.
Unicycle.
Yeah. What color? Well, what color suits you guys wearing? What
Black.
colors we got?
I got
Black
gray.
with a little bit
Gray.
of sparkles. on
I
it.
got
Like-
all black.
Like a silver.
I see Jack
So
as a
here's
blue.
here's what I gotta say about gray.
Try
Like a
Gray is
navy
a
blue.
risque move.
I don't
Sweat
like
stains.
It's not.
Gray.
It's not a light gray. It's a.
You got
like
like
it's
charcoal?
more like a
With
charcoal
that-
gray.
I'm light gray and orange.
No, I like that a lot.
You're like a,
I got it.
I
I
can
like
see
that
you as a
orange a lot.
That's,
navy
with,
guy.
Keep the
that's
fit,
without
boys.
the
Keep the
tie
fit.
and like the.
All right, I like it. I like the look,
Look,
Jack.
I'm doing all
Very good,
dark
Jack.
black
Yeah,
with
all
a
black.
rose gold tie.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I
All
got.
black is sweet.
I got the charcoal gray with
Keep the
like
fit.
a emerald
Sweet.
type green.
Ethan looks good.
Yeah, that's good.
You got some black going.
That looks money.
Is that?
I'm liking
Is that a
the
little
fit.
bit
I'm
of
liking
red
the fit.
velvet?
Good.
Oh yeah.
Let me see it, Pringle.
Yes,
Yellow.
Oh, that's a gray. That's a lot.
Let's
I
go.
like that a
Oh,
lot.
yeah.
What color
Yes,
shoes
sir.
you going with, Falco?
Black.
Black shoes.
I got orange.
Okay,
shoes.
okay. When you were
That's
telling
clean.
me,
That's clean.
when you were
That's
telling
cool.
me it at first, I was
yeah,
like, that
I was
sounds
like, yellow
awful.
and gray sounds bad.
That
but
was- that
does- that's
honestly,
not
now
bad.
that you
That's not
showed
bad.
me,
So
it looks pretty good.
Jack's going with the orange and gray and the orange shoes, and orange is my favorite color, so I think that's gonna be.
Hey,
that's
Falco.
I'm not gonna lie, I was praying for the downfall in the orange suit, but it looks good.
It looks
Oh,
sweet.
The
Falco,
pastels.
I got one question for you. What shoes are you wearing?
I'm wearing my dad's dress shoes. I'm not wearing my.
I was gonna say, are you wearing the Kyries?
I'm not gonna wear my
the infamous Kyries.
I wouldn't be
Anytime I have to
shocked.
look nice, I won't. No,
I wouldn't put it
Kyries will
past
be.
you.
They will be hung up for tomorrow.
No, we
Throw 'em away.
gotta get a back row picture
They didn't-
tomorrow.
they didn't
At prom.
provide
All
you-
dressed
Yeah.
up.
Back row picture.
Back row picture, yeah.
They not
Except for
provide
those
you
two.
with
I literally have
ready
work.
to cook?
I think I have shoes already.
It makes me so sad.
Because my
I
mom,
mean,
my mom thought I was
got
gonna wear
some
the
fire
Kyries too.
loafers.
Oh, well, they're included. Mine were included with the
Kyries
price
would
of
there's
my
an-
tux,
All I'm
but-
saying is the Kyries would match.
That's another thing we
With what?
little talk about. Jake, how
My-
much was
No.
Yes, they
your
would.
tux
No,
rental?
not it. No.
Ian,
Yeah, my tux was about 200 or so.
Yeah, I'm
But-
thinking mine was 200 too.
200.
That's still
270.
that's
270
still
Falco.
less.
With me and Dylan, my mom, like
I had to get a
with prom
custom
tickets
vest,
and
though.
everything, my mom paid like just over $1,000 for all me and Dylan.
Jesus.
Mama Pringle go hard.
That's
Everyone go.
more
And my
than a
dad.
slavery
Yeah.
month at Giacomo's.
Dude, I'm just wearing the suit that me and my mom got at JCPenney when there was like a sale.
Hey, that's
I mean,
that's
I
the
don't
way to
blame
go.
you.
I
It's-
really
it-
like
I like
You
it.
can-
Yeah,
As
I mean,
long
there's
as like
also
you
two
can
of
match
they can get
it,
expensive
so-
really fast.
You guys
though.
wearing any jewelry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got these two
Iced
and I got a
out.
fat watch.
I think I'll probably just pull out a watch, but that's
Yeah,
about
I got a
it.
watch.
I got a fat silver one, but it's low key like big. I don't know if I'm gonna wear that one.
Kind of chunky.
Yeah.
I'm about to finesse.
Gonna go all out.
Plains watch.
Might as well.
That watch is drip.
I'm gonna get some grill.
Do you have
I
one,
like the
Jack?
orange.
I'm gonna get a grill.
I don't
Get a
have
grill. All right. Final topic. Let's talk about DC versus Marvel.
It's not even close. Marvel is easily the best.
Marvel's the
Marvel
best.
wipes the floor.
You know
I
what? Okay.
think DC's characters
Yes,
are good,
that's
but
what
it's
I
not
said.
even close in like the movies and shows.
Here's what I gotta say
Actually,
about. You finish. No, you finish.
I just think the movies
Alright.
they just blow them out of the water.
Yeah,
It's not even close.
The DC like studios that make the movies don't do enough like to justify like
Batman
their
was pretty
characters
good.
Well,
yeah,
okay.
Batman.
Batman
Here's
was
what I
good.
have to say about DC.
Batman was the best movie they've come out with.
The
I
DC
will say.
superheroes, I think, are stupid. Batman is literally just a guy
I think-
whose parents died,
Yeah.
and he's like, I'm gonna go beat people
And then they
up.
make
He has
an
no
OP
superpowers.
gonna go
He has
beat
characters
people
like
up.
Superman. Like,
He has
Okay.
He has no powers.
Yeah.
He literally
To-
just beats people up and drives a fast car.
He's the most human superhero.
To kind of go with.
Okay,
He's
but
not-
I don't like that.
he's not-
I want to
either.
see the guys that are
Like,
flying around
Spider-Man's
and
not.
shooting webs and.
Like I don't care how
Well,
smart
okay,
you are. If you
Spider-Man
go
too,
against
yeah.
like a Superman with
We're
powers, you're
talking
getting
about
the like.
No, I'm saying, like-
Let me just say this. The superheroes in DC are nowhere near in comparison, but I think the villains in DC
Are
are
awesome.
so much.
I would
better.
agree that
Green
Their
Goblin,
villains
They're
are
more-
that's
amazing.
Marvel.
they're a lot more
No,
sinister.
Green Goblin.
I just don't think
Yes,
DC
it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
DC just hasn't had like
But the Joker.
a good like,
Joker's
visual
funny.
representation
Joker's the
of all
best
characters.
villain.
Yeah, that's
Marvel
that's
has
what-
had a series like lasting over a decade now,
The cinematic
where they
universe is OP.
built up their characters. DC tried to do all that in one movie,
Yeah.
I-
You could
And it was awful.
and it was awful.
you could argue that the DC comics are better than Marvel comics, but there's no comparison to the MCU versus
I know why.
the DC.
I don't think
universe.
I ever have opened a DC or Marvel comic.
No, neither have I. But like
okay.
those people who are into that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
They always say
they
DC
can,
comics are
They can
better.
definitely compare.
I'm just referring to like
DC's definitely
current
darker.
right now, and the movies are not even close to each other. It's
And the fact that they added like Marvel, the fact that they added Doctor Strange, it now opens up so much
well,
more.
it's just a
because
whole
he
new
can
phase.
literally
It's
just-
phase. I think it's phase 4, I believe.
That's phase.
And
I
there's
think they're on phase.
He
So-
can
so much
open
more
up.
to
I think
the
yeah,
universe
it's
now.
phase 4 was Endgame.
Because they can go back in time and they can go forward and do whatever they want because of him.
I think if Marvel can show they can do dark a whole lot better than DC, then they'll truly.
Well,
show
that we're
they're
about to
better.
find out with
Yeah,
the new
they're
Doctor
about to-
Strange.
That's what
Multiverse
I'm
of
saying.
Madness is
Yeah.
going to be insane.
It's supposed to be a scary movie. Like it's classified as a scary
Really?
movie. Yeah.
That's the only thing I think DC right now has over Marvel is they're pretty dark.
They
I
can
can
do
see
Yeah,
them
more
making,
I
like,
would
a
agree.
line
Like the
about
two,
that, like an
their
amusement
two
park.
best movies right now are Joaquin Phoenix's Joker and the new Batman.
That is.
And those are both very.
They're both dark
say, though,
movies.
I've never seen that Joker movie. I still haven't watched it.
I heard it messes with you like
does.
psychologically.
It was
It-
weird.
Like
it
watching
is
the
sad.
movie like screws with your
I will
head.
say that low key Marvel down bad right now because I heard Morbius was pretty.
Oh, it's
bad.
pretty garbage.
Well, that isn't.
That's
consi-
not. That's not the MCU.
That's not made by
It's
Marvel
still- I mean,
Studios. That was made
That's
by
Sony.
Sony.
Yeah,
But
true.
See, I
still,
don't-
it kind of hurts their reputation
Yeah,
if
I
they're
mean, it still
eventually
says Marvel, it's a Marvel
if they eventually want to like assimilate them into one like
Well,
whole
they-
thing.
I don't
Jared
get that.
Leto.
Like, I think if you're gonna make a Marvel movie, like it should be eventually like you could tie it in. And
Yeah,
almost be able to
I
tie
would
it
They
agree.
in.
technically could tie it in because there was rumors that like the Morbius universe was in Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man's universe.
And like
Well, yeah, but
with Venom, like
thing-
he
he
appeared at the end of the new Spider-Man.
Yeah, he was
yeah,
in
but
the-
Sony owns all of them. Sony
Dude,
owns
yeah.
Spider-Man too.
That
So they'll
that
decide what
with
happens.
Venom at the
Yeah.
end of that Spider-Man. Oh, dude, I'm so ready for a Spider-Man versus Venom movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What-
Venom's technically in the MCU now.
So stay with the villains thing. People say that the DC villains are so much better, but I think the reason they're so much better is because the heroes are so bad. in
Yes.
the DC.
That's fair.
Joker's the best villain besides Darth Vader in all of
Like
anything.
yeah, like
I
and
love
like
Darth
all of
Is Darth Vader really a villain?
Yes.
Is he really?
He's
a
the
villain?
hero in
That's
my
like
eyes.
asking if Thanos is a villain.
Is he really a villain though?
no, he's just a big purple blob.
Is he really?
That's
a
all
villain?
Thanos is.
Darth Vader
It's all
is
subjective.
a corrupted hero.
First time I watched Infinity War and Thanos was introduced, I didn't think he was a villain.
Yeah, exactly. It's all subjective.
I was like, he's just trying to make sure that we're not overpopulated.
Well, there's this
He
like
carried that
in the
giant
new
killed
axe.
him.
And then he killed
Wait a
half
minute.
his-
What's going on? This got out of hand. He said, killed him.
He's a lot more brutal in the comics.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I'm
everything
saying.
everything
He ripped
is.
Iron Man half of the comics.
that's what I was gonna say. He ripped Iron Man in half.
Well,
So
that's what
I-
I'm saying. Like DC, they're not afraid to cross the line between a children's movie and an adult movie.
Yeah.
Marvel will always try and like go across that.
They'll be
median
like,
line.
yeah.
Like
It's
you're
like
lucky you
They'll
see
dip
blood
toes
and-
over the line
Yeah.
here and there.
They want to make it to where like adults can still watch it, but
And
they
then
want
find it-
kids
but
to be
it's
able
good
to.
for kids.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all we got for today on the Back Row Podcast. I'm Jake Rose, here again with Logan Connor, Jack Titzer, Ethan Pringle, Gavin Falco, and Ian and Wyatt Flowers. See you next week.